Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, Kelly in Vegas on Twitter, joined today by Marco D'Angelo and Teddy Covers. I'm not giving out Marco's Twitter name anymore until he changes it. I'm in protest. Okay.
So what's wrong with my Twitter name then?
Oh, and then you can follow @Teddy_Covers.
What's wrong with Marco's Twitter name?
It's Marco in Vegas. I like to give him help.
Oh, right, sure.
I'm like, you're so creative. No, it's all good. I don't even remember how I created Kelly in Vegas. I think I had to create it for something for
I've got to go back and look and see who had their Twitter account first.
Oh, for sure, me. We're talking like circa like 2008. I had to create it for like some nightclub or something I worked at, and it was. Yeah.
I'm going to have to look. We'll
okay,
look
you tell me.
We'll look.
It'll be like me and Johnny's bet on who has more people blocked, where I like tripled him. He's like, good God. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's been a rough few years. Okay, let's talk a little NFL action. Minnesota laying just a measly little field goal on the road at the Jets. Total 47. You guys, I love Coach Zimmer, and I always have. This man, since 2014, has just put money in my pocket blindly. But this year and some of last year, we've started to see some regression, especially on the road, when they're laying points 1-5-1 in their last 7 games as a favorite. I don't know if the Jets are not getting respect here, if they just think that everybody's going to rush to the window to bet the Vikings. Teddy, I know you have a play on the total here, so I'll start with Marco.
Well, I'm going to end up on the total, too. I lean to Minnesota, but I'm on the total, too, and I have a feeling the two of us are going to get into a battle. The Jets, you talk about the Jets. Who would have thought 3-3 for the Jets after Week 6 with a rookie quarterback? But, guys, let's dig in. Did you bet them over the season win total?
They're not over their season win total yet.
Okay. But 3-3, you look at it, look at who they've played in some of the games that they've won. Last week, Andrew Luck was the MVP for the New York Jets. He tossed, 3 or 4 interceptions. There was a total of 6 between the two teams. It was better to have your defense on the field because it was safer. The offense kept shooting themselves in the foot. And what'd you get? You got a high score, 42-34, which is going to inflate this number, which to me is way, way too high. But I'll let you talk me why it's not high enough.
Sure. I mean, there's so much to talk about in this game. Let's start with the fact that the Vikings, with this reputation, has not shown to be anything in reality. You know, I cashed a ticket on Monday night betting against Green Bay saying, look at the reputation and look at the reality. The Vikings are the exact same way. Minnesota's got 1 win by margin all year. You know, they've been a bad point spread team. They've been overvalued. The defense has been lit up repeatedly. You know, teams moving up and down the field against them, not the defense that we're familiar with. Arizona had success throwing downfield against them last week with Josh Rosen. So it's not, we think of Mike Zimmer, and Mike Zimmer's got this great track record as an underdog. He does. This year's version of the Vikings is not as good as they are power rated. We've seen that already very clearly, and it's probably going to take an upset win for the Jets for you to believe it. But if you've watched the Vikings every week, you've seen a good team. You haven't seen a great one. We look at the Jets and the entirety of their season. You remember, the Jets dominated the Monday Night Football game in the opener. And then 3 straight weeks, they had a really tough spot. Rookie quarterback on a short week against a division foe. They lost the next week. Rookie quarterback on a shorter week with travel at Cleveland. They lost that game. Rookie quarterback against an elite defense off a home loss at Jacksonville the following week. They lost that game. Other than the 3 notably bad spot games, Jets are 3-0 straight up, 3-0 against the spread, and the offense has scored 30-plus every single time. So, yeah, the defense is making plays. The offense is making plays, too. Darnold is throwing downfield, and the Vikings secondary has shown vulnerability. So I lean Jets. I like the over in this one. I'm riding this Jets over.
I'm going to get pumped up, too, on this one.
You're fired up!
I agree with Teddy here. This Jets defense, 15 takeaways on the season. Kirk Cousins, no angel here. He has turned the ball over a few times. I don't think he makes quality decisions all of the time, even though for it, we'll call him a not rookie quarterback. What is he?
You talk so much about those 3 losses and the bad spots for them. Let's talk about the 3 wins. I'll give them the Detroit game. That was a good game for them. They played, his first game on a big stage, a Monday Night Football. I'll give them credit for that. But the Denver win was garbage.
Garbage. They kicked their ass.
I was all over the Jets in that game.
They were all over.
It was a perfect spot for the Jets. They caught Denver on a short week off of a Monday night game that they had won. Denver lost that game twice.
Sure, but the Jets kicked their ass.
They ran the ball for 300 and some yards.
And connected downfield multiple big passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Go on.
And then last week, Indianapolis has no defense, and they kept giving them the ball to go against that defense more. 4 turnovers. They're not going to move the football this week against Minnesota. Minnesota's played the Rams. They gave up a lot of points. So when their numbers are skewed by the teams they've played some good offensive teams.
The Rams.
They played the Rams.
Give me another good offensive team.
Green Bay.
Green Bay's not good. Green Bay is not an elite offensive team right now. They're not.
They're scoring points every week.
And by the way, the Vikings were supposed to lose that game if Cousins doesn't fit literally a miracle pass in the corner of the end zone at the end.
And
they
if
lose
Clay
that game by 8.
Matthews doesn't get a phantom call on him. Yeah,
sure. Minnesota scores 21 in that game.
I agree with that. But then they went into Philadelphia and handled Philadelphia in the revenge game. They're not going to move the football this week. We could have a lunch bet here. I love to eat.
I was going to say, Marco loves those food bags.
Exactly.
I
like Justin over.
I'm going lean Minnesota, but I'm going under with thunder.
Nice.
Oh, my goodness. Guys, make sure you like and share all of our videos. Want to share your thoughts on a game, give us some feedback, suggest a video, leave a comment below, and be eligible to win a free week of service.